What's going on? It is Amy again with Bargain Mama. Ooh, my steering wheel is steady. So anyways, I have decided that I'm going to start something where every Friday I'm going to do TGIF. I made it another week because you know how somebody says you're either book smart or common sense smart? I feel like maybe I skipped out of the line halfway through in each, so I got half of each and never got so I feel like I'm 50-50, and I feel like most people are like 70-30. So book smart, not really. I just struggled. I mean, I was on the struggle bus through college. And common sense, I'm not even gonna lie, you all, every once in a while, I'm like, yes, I am brilliant. But that doesn't happen very often. No. So I was like, this stuff, it just doesn't happen to everyone every single week. So I was like, we are going to start doing TGIF. I made it another week because sometimes I amaze myself that I have made it a whole week. My husband and I have been together for 8 years, something. And he's like, how'd you make it before me? I was perfectly fine. I was fine. I just struggled a little more. So this week, so if you guys saw the video, my husband and I are house hunting. And so we are looking at all these houses, and oh my gosh, the new builds are gorgeous, and that's what we'll be getting into, is a new build. And so just so you know, all of these houses had everything where everything was real. Like my husband had gotten water out of the filtered fridge. Everything was running. There was a used roll of toilet paper, so somebody had obviously been using the toilet. Guys, everything in these houses were real. I had sat on a couch and everything, right? Of course, the one time, so my husband's videoing so that we can show my kids what the little apartment on the side looks like. And so I go to sit on the bed, if you guys watch the video, and it was plywood and comes flipping up. What are the odds that I had sat on so many things? We had used the water, we had seen the toilet paper, I turned the shower on when my husband was looking at one of the showers because it was so big. He wasn't happy about that one. But, everything worked. And then the one time that my husband is videoing, I sit on a bed that's not real and the plywood comes up. Just my luck, that is my luck in life. So that one was, it was exciting. And then, so everyone's like, why do you do stuff in your car? You all, let me tell you. So all my children are grown, so it should be my husband and I. Okay, so some of you may not like this, but I was telling my oldest son, who's 23, the other day, I was like, Larry and I should be empty nesters. We should be able to run around naked and play tag if we want. We should not have to worry that we still have children living here. So, we wouldn't, but I'm just saying. So, so my 23-year-old still lives at home. And he works, but his girlfriend is pregnant, and she lives there on and off. So then you have to think of a baby. And then my 18-year-old obviously just graduated, so he lives there, but he's, living his best life, visiting all of his family and stuff now that he's out of school. And our 3 dogs. Our house is very large, but it doesn't matter. I still feel like we shouldn't have to worry about, and then my son's friends my 23-year-old son's friends are coming over, and I'm like, this should not be happening. So I thought I was going to be so sad during the empty nesters time. Y'all, I'm loving this. So like I said, my youngest is gone. So my house is so clean except for my oldest. And so the other day he said, you don't like me. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, I love you. I would like you a lot better if I could tell you that in your own apartment. And he was like, oh, that was rude. And so then later that day, he had made a comment. He said, I said, oh, by the way, you need to start asking before any of your friends or anything can come over because I want to know who's coming into my house. And he said, well, then I'll just start paying rent. I said, then why don't you get your own apartment? And he's like, why do you keep bringing that up? And I'm like, because you need to get your own apartment. I love my children to death. I love them. But every once in a while, do you feel like you're enabling? We're enabling. We are 100% enabling. I absolutely love my children. I love everything about them. But we have a 24-year-old, a 23-year-old, a 21-year-old, and an 18-year-old. And one of them is still lurking, you know, like, I love him and stuff, but like, if you're not advancing yourself and stuff, and this is where you're going to be at in life, like, yeah, so, I mean, you're not going to be able to pay your bills with what you're doing right now. So that means you're going to be here forever. No. I need to see progress, people. Like, I'm saying, if I saw progress, I would totally be like, you can say, but at this point, I don't see progress. And there's no way with what he's doing right now, he could pay rent to move out. And I'm like, are we happy with what we're doing? No. One of us isn't. So the other day he left his shoes in the bathroom. I said, stop leaving your shoes in the bathroom. I said, some people are going to shame me for this, but I said, with what you're doing in life, you're not going to be able to afford anything except for living in the ghetto. I said, and when you live in the ghetto, people will steal your stuff. I didn't use the word stuff, but I said, people will steal your stuff. So you need to start learning how to put your stuff away. So he left his shoes in the bathroom again. So I took them. And so he's looking all around. He's like, Mom, do you take my shoes? And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, remember, you're living in the ghetto and people steal your stuff. He said, Mom, I'm not playing. Give me my shoes back. No. So again, like, you don't pay rent, which means you really live in the ghetto. And so people stole your stuff because you left it out. Like, so I know I'm going to get shamed for that, but you guys, excuse me, I need options. And just so you know, people are like, well, just kick him out and make him do it on his own. Like, that's not an option. I would never do it. I wouldn't. So people are like, well, then you're going to have to keep enabling. Then I will. Like, I could never, like, they're like, see if he can do it on his own. I know what my son would fall back on because he has had issues in the past, so I'm not doing that. But I still want it. Like, I still can't, you know, like, we'll be 30 with 2 kids, you know, 2 grandkids, all happy family. I think not. Nope. So, so anyways, yeah. So, and okay, one last thing. Common sense didn't take in here either. So every morning I have to give my dogs 2 allergy pills each because they're little humans and they have allergies. And so the other day I'd gone into the kitchen, and I mean, I wear like short shorts to bed. I can't, there's no way in the world I'm sleeping naked, but I wear very, very short shorts to bed that I would not wear out in public. So, and usually I have the same routine. I never leave my bedroom until I have like my work clothes on or my clothes I'm going to wear for the day. So the other day though, I was, you know, I've been recovering from COVID. I've just been very dehydrated. And I was like, man, if I do not get something to drink right now, like, I'm not going to make it. Like, that's how dehydrated I felt. My lips were all cracked and everything. So I'm like, I'll just go get something real quick. So I go to the kitchen to get a drink, but I'm at the fridge, and that's where the dogs know I get their pepperoni. So my boxer sits in front of me and starts crying. And I was like, Belle, I'll get it in a minute. She does not move. So I was like, fine, I'll just hurry up and get their allergy pills. I pull the pepperoni out. I get their allergy pills, and I dump all their allergy pills out so I can have them all together, close the lid, get out the pepperoni. I've never, ever dropped an allergy pill in my life. So I go to pick up one of the allergy pills. Well, sometimes my hands shake really bad, so I dropped one on the ground. So here I am, holding a pepperoni, crawling on the ground in extremely short shorts, looking for a pink pill with 3 dogs trying to get the pepperoni on my hand. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I felt a cold nose on my butt cheek at one point. Like, and my husband's like, why didn't you just throw the pepperoni? Oh yeah, genius, now you think about it. Like, hindsight, yeah, I would have thrown the pepperoni, but in the moment, I was not giving up that pepperoni. Like, and he's like, why didn't you put it down? You're having time to think. At the moment, I was like, let me just hurry up and get this pill. I need to hurry up and get ready for work. So I just crawled around on the ground with a pepperoni trying to fend off 3 dogs. Like, it could have been a very traumatic morning. So anyways, I found the pill. But anyways, yeah, that's in 1 week, guys. 1 week. I flipped a bed in a house, in a model house. I was almost, violated by 3 dogs because I couldn't put the pepperoni down. And my son is not speaking to me at this point because everything I reference is to him having his own apartment. That's in 1 week. Oh, can't wait to see what next week brings. Anyways, guys, I hope that you have a great day. Again, I have some hauls coming up. I just am not shopping very much because I am probably taking a new job position, which would be in another state. And I will be living by myself, even though I'll still be married. I'll tell you guys about that later. And so right now I just want to really declutter my house before I just kind of leave my husband in our house with all my mess. So I hope that you guys have an amazing day. I hope that your week was, I don't want to say my week was bad though. I think it's normal for me. Like people are like, oh, I hope you have a better week. And I'm like, I mean, it's kind of normal. Like I don't know what I would do without it. So I hope you guys have a great week and I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.